Welcome to Tower Talk, episode 3. Every Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, I like to talk to chat, do a Q&A live in Twitch chat. I feel like interacting with Twitch chat is important, especially live. And if people can come in and chat with me, that's awesome. Answer questions about streaming, about me personally, about gaming, the TWAB, Destiny 2, whatever. But I also put it on my YouTube channel as well. Working on ideas for putting it on Spotify and iTunes and all that stuff, but that stuff I'll look into as long as we keep it going. I'm not full screen on my face cam. I like leaving Destiny in the game. So if you're in chat and you want to ask a question, exclamation point, Q&A, space the question. We're going to start getting to it right now. I'm trying to do this. There we go. What do we got? There's already 23 questions. Got it. When am I adding Pet the Thor emotes? I'm going to be uploading more emotes from Better TV very soon, Gun Rush, but I don't know if I'm going to add Pet the Thor. We'll see. Wahlberg asks, what weapon do you feel are underrated? I love the garden weapons. The 3 primaries are solid guns that get overlooked often. I don't know. I mean, honestly, Garden of Salvation was out for 13 months. I feel like guns like Garden, we need to move on from, you know, the gun should have like a 2-year or a 2.5-year shelf life and we should move on. I feel that right now in the game, you could still use Garden weapons, but we need more stuff in the game to actually want to give us a variety and we're not stuck to the same weapon. You know what I'm saying? Wahlberg also asks, do you think raid weapons should get sunset? I get people have grinded for the god rolls. I reckon if they change the perks up, it'll make a fresh grind. But Wahlberg, the thing about that though is if you grind a raid weapon and you get the god roll and you use it, and then they force you to do the same grind again to get a better roll, it irritates people. I don't want to regrind stuff. I have a recombination, reconstruction, assault mag, full bore, stability, masterwork, heritage shotgun. I don't want to have to regrind that again just so it can last longer in the game. They should bring the par up. Like right now in the game, if you have last wish weapons, they're capped at 1360. You physically have to go and do a last wish to get a 1410 drop. I shouldn't have to regrind last wish weapons. Bungie should come forward and say, hey, we're going to bring your last wish weapons you've had for years up to 1410 because that's the new power drop. I shouldn't have. Who wants to go regrind Morgoth and try and get a curated Nation of Beasts? That's no. I think Deathbringer will finally get some spotlight come next season. I do, because of the 30% rocket buff in the recent TWAB yesterday on January 28th. Yeah. I can't wait to use Wardcliff and rockets, and I'm going to be doing Izanagi hot swaps with rocket. So it's going to be nice. You know, Izanagi hot swap is still going to be a thing unless they patch it or find a way to slow us down with it. But using rocket launchers is finally going to be dope, especially now that rocket launchers, some of them archetypes can hold up to 2, or is that all rockets? I think it's only certain ones, but you can put 2 rockets in the mag. That's dope. Someone just put in chat, I like Last Wish. Yeah, Last Wish is fun, but it's too easy. They need to raise the power level. It should scale to our power level and actually let people have fun with it instead of just meme it the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Segmeister, or Light asks, or sorry, Segmeister does ask, do you think Bungie is listening less than ever to the community right now, as they think that their data is more reliable, or they're just listening to the wrong people? I really don't know who they're listening to right now. I honestly can't answer that question. I don't know who they're listening to. You know, they said in the latest TWAB that 65% of the player base is using swords. Duh, you gave us, you know, the most overpowered sword in the game. So you give us a lament, you know, you give us legendary swords, you give us all this stuff. I mean, who doesn't love using the Fallen Guillotine and the laments? Some people like Temptation's Hook. That's good though. You're giving us weapons that we want to use. But when the content's not that difficult, people want to use swords. Also, the people that didn't get Fallen Guillotine, they put them in world drops, so now everybody in the game could get it. Of course, 65% of the player base is going to. But I don't know who they're listening to. I mean, all those changes in the TWAB where they were saying that, you know, snipers need aim down sights flinch. There's more flinch on snipers, and fusion rifles get a buff, and now bastions and 2.0 Aaron tells, and just it's literally gonna. I don't understand why they did that. Like, shotguns are so overpowered right now because of Fell Winners, and they're bringing back Retold Tale. You're going to be able to get a fully ranged Retold Tale again with new perks. We don't even know if it drops with Quick Draw or Snapshot, but we're going to find out. But it's just... The Crucible, the PvP community is not happy right now. Because, I mean, it's Arbalist is so bad on console. Go look at the stats. On PlayStation, Arbalist is used more than any other platform. PlayStation gamers love using Arbalist. I just look at the stats from Trials website. It's horrendous. Disgusting how many people use air intel and fusion rifles, and now they're literally going to be even better because they said they're not touching air intel until the end of season 13, which is mind-boggling. So I really don't understand that. Oh, what's up, Bearded? Big says should Destiny 1 and 2 just morph into 1, since it's basically what Bungie is doing, bringing back too much shit from D1. I mean, Dig's not wrong. Dig is not wrong. I mean, they keep bringing back reskin stuff, old content, stuff we've paid for, stuff from D1. There hasn't been that feeling of hype. When Lament came out and all these new exotics for the Lost Sectors, I love all these new exotics. I love all this new stuff. This new stuff in the game is awesome. The new helmets, the new gauntlets, Lament, the new Eyes of Tomorrow, all this new shit they're adding in the game is so awesome. Love the new exotics. Love putting on the exotic on my Warlock and running around with Thorn. You know, love taking damage from an enemy and popping Icefall Mantle on my Titan. Like, this new stuff they're bringing in the game is so awesome. Look at the new guns, chain reaction grenade launchers, rocket launchers, all the raid weapons, all the weapons from Europa. Their new stuff is awesome. We're enjoying it. So why give us old shit? Why do we need old stuff in the game? We love your new shit. Let's keep going forward. Don't bring back old stuff. It's the cheap way out. It's literally the scapegoat. Flipping a switch, bringing back an old gun that's reskinned for D2 is not the play. I should sign on to a new season 13, 14, 15, whatever, and there should be 10 energies, 10 kinetics, and 10 heavies I'm chasing. New shit, I want to use it. It is cheaper and easier, but there's also a budget they need to follow. Okay, you could have not added Aldrin this season. We didn't care about the Witchborn hunts. Those were terrible. Give us new weapons. Who's approving this stuff? I think weekly reset should be on the weekends. No. Nope. Not on the weekends. Everything should stay the same. Tuesday's fine. People find out on Tuesday what's happening in weekly reset. They work all week, and then they know they plan their weekend out. It's kind of nice. Guess on GMs next season. Well, we know it's going to be Fallen Saber. We know it's probably going to be Devil's Lair. They might go back to the old rotation. Really don't know. Wrathborn hunts. You know what I meant. Wrathborn hunts. You know what I meant. Yeah. Sorry. Said the wrong word. Yeah. See, I even forgot the name because I was so bored with it. Yeah. But Fallen Saber GM would be absolutely insane. That was from Luke. Tanner says, how do you think Ohio State is going to do next year? I think they're going to do great. They'll have good recruiting, and we'll definitely find out who's, quarterback, and help us out on our defensive line and stuff, offensive line. So Hallowed Lair is a GM. Well, there's no champions, so there's no champions for scoring. Missed opportunity, Umpire says, I'm already an affiliate on here, but what's a better way to get more people to watch? To get off the ground and maybe become a partner. Well, becoming a partner is definitely not an easy path to do, but getting off your feet is getting through the 1 to 2 viewer mark would be just posting on forums. Find any Bungie forum, find any forum that's associated with what games you stream and post on there. I used to post on stuff like that every hour. Every hour I used to post on Bungie.net, LFG.net, all the LFG sites that the community uses. I would post on those sites, tell people to come on and come kick it and come hang out and chat. Would it work? No, but I kept doing it over and over and over. Best thing about D2 right now, Rhymy says, the community. The community is definitely what keeps this game together. We enjoy it. The community has done tons of goals in this game alone. I mean, perfect example. Clyde was literally a success in his streaming career and became one of the most subscribed channels in the whole fucking website. That's a huge, phenomenal thing that he did. When Destiny comes out with new puzzles and new raids, it dominates Twitch. It's always good for the community. Puzzles, the community comes together and puts on their tinfoil hats and finds stuff out. I think that there's so many things, you know, raising money for St. Jude's, Children's Miracle Network, Make-A-Wish Foundation, you name it. This community just knocks it out of the park. But what I enjoy right now the most about D2 is just the suspense of getting content. And, you know, the Xivu Arath and Savathun is finally unfolding. You know, the shit we've been waiting for years. But good question. Gina asked, can I take my hat off and show my hair? Yep, subscribe to the OnlyFans. I usually show my hair when I get a haircut. Messy right now. Tat hair. Nice try. According to people on the internet, Gina, I don't have hair, so there's no reason for me to show it. But yeah, I'll make sure I get a haircut this week and you can see my hair. I'm a pretty little bitch and make sure that it looks okay. But yeah, I'm sure someone can show you. We got pictures. There's somewhere. Zen Templar said, the question, what do you think of the TWAB and how they took away weekly transfer next season? You talking about, Zen, are you talking about like weekly bounties? I mean, we're turning into a Fortnite season. The weekly XP every week to get weekly achievements done, and doing the Bright Dust is going to be interesting. From the looks of it, what I've read on the internet so far, remember, we take this with a grain of salt. It is the internet, it is Twitch, it is Twitter, it is Reddit. A lot of people say they don't give a fuck about that, and there's no reason for them to do it. A lot of people are saying they think it's dumb. Do I think it's a good idea? Yes and no. It's going to help people that can't grind XP fast a way to level in the game, but are they going to do anything with it? Are they going to do all the weekly challenges to level up and do end game content? I don't think so. We'll find out. But it's really hard right now for me to even keep people interested in Grandmaster Nightfalls. You know, PC players are wanting to do them all, but if I don't have certain people in chat to help out on console, I can't even do a Nightfall because people aren't leveling up or people just aren't playing it and interested in it. But that's what Season 13 is going to bring. Vanguard pinnacle weapons, so hopefully people like it. I personally don't like grinding bounties. That's why I prep so many bounties. As you see right now in the game, I deleted my weekly bounties. I am taking some clan bounties. I'm just going to do dailies. I'm going to fill up like 50 dailies on each character and at least get started of going into the next season with some bounties done, because doing bounties every day sucks. But this season I did bounties. I popped all my bounties coming into Beyond Light, and then the week after I had to do a few milestones because it requires you to do bounties, and I haven't done bounties since. So it's been nice. Just play the game. So those weekly challenges in the game, it's going to give people a reason to do it. It just depends on what XP it gives. They did say in the TWAB that the harder the activity, the more XP you'll get. If people are getting like fat XP amounts and they're leveling up quick, that's good. But it's also bad, because people are going to level up and they're going to get burned out, and by week 6 they got everything done in the I meant adept weapons in the the pinnacle weapons, the adept vanguard weapons. By week 6 to week 8, everybody's going to be burnt out, and that's when Outriders drops. So it's a big oops. So again, February 9th, a new season drops for Bungie, or Season of the Chosen. That's what people are saying it's called. April 1st, Outriders drops. You know, we're gonna see what happens. I'm going down the list, so when I get to your question, I'll answer it. Three big cheese. What are your thoughts on Isa tomorrow, and what do you think it will receive? Well, it doesn't do extra damage to bosses, so getting a 30% damage buff is going to be cool, but it's still not meant to bake bosses like that. I think it's going to help with like certain strikes and bake in some champions, but I don't think that 30% buff is going to affect it much. Deathbringer, man, Deathbringer's going to make a return. That 30% buff, Deathbringer is going to be nutty. I can't wait. Deathbringer is going to be amazing. Wardcliff's going to be nuts. The Shadowkeep rocket launcher might be insane. If you have the right roll on a Bad Omens, it could be nuts. Yeah, the exotics are tuned separately though, so like that's where we don't really know how good the Deathbringer or anything's gonna be. But I have faith that Deathbringer is gonna be good. I have faith that they tuned it the right way. I'm just trying to give them the shot of the doubt. Wardcliff has had its moments, so I'm not really worried about that. But Isa tomorrow could take a jump to make us want to use it more. So we're gonna find out, you know. And honestly, like again, I haven't touched none of the weapons, so I can't criticize too much. The stuff I can criticize though is the stuff that I know that people are going to talk about, or I'm going to talk about when I see stuff. I read chat every day. I know exactly what people are wanting in the game. I know what people want and don't want in the game, and the stuff that we've been reading is a big yikes. So again, we have to give it a shot. Mad Titan says, what monitor do you recommend for a PS5? Anything that's HDMI 2.0. Anything that supports HDMI 2.0. Literally, it doesn't matter. Just get something that you can afford, but it has to support HDMI 2.0. I personally like Asus and BenQ monitors. That's all I have, but I game on my 1440p Asus. To my left is my Asus 1080p 1440p, or 1080p 144 hertz, sorry. And then to the right that I'm reading stream off of is a BenQ 1080p 144 hertz. Hopefully that helps. The Clyde asks, what supers should need adjusted and how would you nerf or buff them? God, you're really gonna make me go down this line. Spectral Blades last too long. Bottom Tree Striker last too long. Stasis Titan Behemoth last too long. Bubble has blessings, weapons, armor of light. Get rid of it. It should not be like that strong. Well, it goes through immune phases. It gives you too much, but it just gives you too much. It breaks the game. Well, literally single-handedly broke the game when it released with Luna's. It's been a fucking yikes. Chaos with Geomags is such a cheesy bullshit play for Crucible players. They're using it in trials right now. It's dog shit. Mess with it. Please fix it. Make sure they're not getting their chaos reaches. Other than that, I feel like the hunter needs some attention. Need to make Tether more involved in the game, except for going invis and dodging. The hunter needs love on that subclass. But Spectral Blades needs to go. Who even uses Blade Barrage anymore? Jesus Christ. Hunter Stasis is fun for PvE. I like it. I enjoy it. Devour's good. We love Devour, but it is broken. But also, it's not really used in the game as much anymore. But I feel like Devour is definitely needing a buff. We know this. I mean, literally every time you proc Devour, if you eat a nade, if you eat your Num nade or you melee something, it should drop 4 heavy packs on the ground. Everybody should get a full super from it. Oh, everyone will agree with me on that. So, but yeah, other than Striker Titan, Behemoth Titan, and Bubble Titan that need to be changed, I feel like Sunbreaker needs a rebalance as well. I think it needs to come back. There's only times to meme with Sunbreaker now. That's how I feel. As a Titan main, it's just like, hey, I want to throw on Ashen Wakes and throw fusion nades everywhere, or throw hammers at people, or stand in sunspots. Like, there's no really reason for me to use it. But again, seasonal mods. Seasonal mods change our playstyle. So season 13 and oncoming seasons could change our playstyle. So we'll see how that goes. But good question. Tanner says, what do you think is going to happen after all this stuff ends in 2022 with the DLC? I think they're going to keep the server open. I think Destiny will never die. The only thing that kills it is Destiny and Bungie themselves. People are still playing D1. I think this game will be around for a very long time. It just depends if they still choose to do live updates or leave the game as it is after Nightfall. I doubt it. They make the players keep engaged. No matter what, people always come back. I mean, look what they just did. They posted the TWAB yesterday, pissed some people off, and then teased us with the new armor set of trials today. Some people are like, oh my god, literally delete whatever I said yesterday. I love this new trials armor. It's coming back. I can't wait to grind. 2 days from now, they're going to be like, well, I thought about it, and now it's going to be really annoying to play trials because the player base, and we're going to go up against stacked teams. Yeah, I don't like trials now. 2 days later, I love this game. You just see it nonstop. That armor set looks dope. I can't wait to try and get trials. But again, 30,000 Steam players. There needs to be more PC player base. I enjoy playing on PC. If I have to go play on console to get flawless, I will. Wherever I can get an easy dub. I'm a PvE player. I don't want to go up against sweaties. If someone's doing helps, if they're literally live streaming and they're helping someone that's never been to the lighthouse, I'll back out. I don't need it. I can always find friends. I don't, but if they're triple recov shitters, yeah, dip your nuts on them. We hate that. It's annoying. Don't do recovs. Don't pay for them. How about that? Don't hate on the people that do recovs, the idiots that pay for them. If you pay people to play on your account, you're wasting your money. There's so many LFGs. There's so many ways to interact in this game and find people to carry you. But again, recovs don't necessarily ruin the game. I definitely want to talk about that. They don't. I know people that do recovs. I'm friends with people that do it. Is it annoying? Sure. But hey, there's nothing to stop them. I don't agree with what they do, but hey, there's nothing to stop them. There's no reason to, so they're going to keep the hustle up. You can't... I've tried to come to means with that, so... That's PvP, though. If you're paying people to do raids for you and Conqueror, stop being lazy. It's not hard. Move on. Red Jetson, do you think Savathun will be the Witch Queen raid boss? We're hoping. We are hoping. We are hoping. I mean, we better not have a Savathun campaign and then run into fucking Taniks again. Hive Taniks, or he's coming through the fucking hallway and breaks his leg and falls over. It turns into a hoverboard. Come on. We've seen that. We've seen that. Savathun better be the raid boss. But I'm worried though, because there's articles that Bungie is not going to release another big DLC like Forsaken. A big raid like Forsaken. That scares me. If that's true, why are they doing that? We need a huge raid. Hello, life support. I hear the flatline coming. We need the juice going in to Witch Queen, man. Jesus. Dig says, will this game die before Witch Queen? Not with... It's going to be slow in season 13. I think it's going to die out a little bit. Outriders has something to do with that. A lot of Destiny streamers are definitely going to be playing Outriders. I can tell you right now, there's a long list of people that are going to try out the demo and might play the game April 1st, but they'll come back. I just think season 13 is going to be a little slow. Like the first 8 weeks, they'll keep people playing, and then after that, people are going to be like, all right, we're waiting for VOG. This 14's a hype. Transmog, crossplay. I feel like people need to agree with me on this. You can't put 4 banger ideas in one season and just wait for us to play your game the months before. That sucks. You're literally giving us transmog, crossplay, vaults of glass, more ideas, more seasonal content. There's so much hype for season 14. We want all that. PvE crossplay is going to literally make this game insane for you. If you're a PvE gamer, you're gonna love love crossplay. It's going to be insane. Your Xbox friends aren't on, play with the PlayStation gamers. Your PlayStation friends aren't on, play with PC gamers. I'm even going to host a tournament. We're going to settle it. PlayStation versus Xbox. We're going to do a PvE style tournament thing. Do it on a weekend. I think it's going to be fun because I'm sick of back in the day. PlayStation's better, Xbox better. We're going to find out. We're going to find out who's better. Have fun. PC players aren't included because they're elitists. I'm kidding, but I'm going to do something for a PC too. It's going to be fun, but I always wanted to see the console wars, PlayStation versus Xbox, you know, PC sitting over there like, hold my beer. I want to watch this. It's going to be dope. That's trademarked, by the way. So if anyone else steals my idea, get them out. Where are we at now? Amadeus says, do you think instead of sunsetting large portions of the game, they could rework part of it, like shortening Crown first encounter of making Argos in a raid, also reworking weapons to have random rolls and different armor or weapons of hard mode for raids? No. If you put your foot down and you sunset weapons and you take it out of the game, don't let Bungie get off on the easy foot. Letting them reskin that stuff and bring it back is the lazy way out. No. You wanted to sunset, you wanted to take it out of the game. They needed to take stuff out of the game. We don't want it to be like COD, where every time there's an update, it's 50 gigs. They didn't want to make the game too large, which makes sense. They need to keep the game at a large, like a medium-sized game for gigs and storage. But we need to focus on main things such as what we can do to chase. Why are you playing Strikes every day? Why are you doing Crucible? Why are you playing Gambit? Why are you... You got to question yourself. Why are you doing this stuff in the game? Like, we always used to have a path. Why are you grinding Umbrals? What are you looking for? We need a reason to grind. This is a grinding game. All we do is grind this game. Why are we grinding though? So every time you add something new to the game, what's going to make people do it? Not, hey, go back and do old shit that you did 2 fucking years ago. That's stupid. I don't want to go do Shattered Throne and Pit of Heresy for weapons that I already had. Just because they have new rolls? Ooh. That's how excited I am for that. You can do if they make it farmable, if they literally make it farmable, like Prophecy, people are just going to load in to Duel and Karu, boss checkpoint and Shattered Throne, kill the boss in a minute and a half, and reload it. Farm. You're gonna get bored. The ogre, you're gonna shit on the ogre. The ogre, if they actually bring the power level up, the ogre could be annoying, but Duel and Karu is gonna get clapped. So it just depends. Again, we don't know much. Thursday, we might find out more. Tuesday's a big day. We get a trailer. They're probably gonna drop the seasonal content. We need to know more. We need to know more. That's all. And we need to know what's in the Umbrals. I'm really scared for what's in these Umbrals. I need to know exactly what guns are in the Umbrals. It's really bothering me. I want to know what's in each one. I'm really waiting for it. So, next question. Do you believe that Bungie is severely missing key points in whatever data they're reading after the sword nerf announced, even though it's only a certain swords that are busted? It doesn't matter if they would have nerfed the swords 20%. You're only missing out on like 3 swords swings for the 15% nerf. It's not a big deal. Use Lucent Blades, still use Tractor, use your weapons of light, use whatever you have. We are not going to see any difference in swords. People are still going to main swords. They got 65% of people on swords. Guess what? How many people are going to use them next season? 64%. People are still going to use it because there's no other heavy to use. Anarchy, really good. I love that gun. My favorite gun in the game, Anarchy. But there's no other gun to use. The whole raid, every single raid in this game is based off of swords. You literally use swords in every single raid in this encounter except certain boss fights. Garden, you switch to Xenophage. You switch to Anarchy when you get to Taniks. You could literally kill Taniks with Black Talon. Sword. Hello? Swords are actually nice in the game. Put something else in the game that makes us put those away. New stuff. If Neo says, if Bungie gave me exclusive rights to a design season, what would you want to see content wise? What NPC would you want to be in the seasonal activities, and what would you want in the end game after all this season? If I was to design a season, that would take months and months of planning, probably close to a year for me to even plan a season. But right now, if I could tell you on how to give you a great season, such as Witch Queen, obviously launch a raid. I think that Forsaken was such a good DLC, you would need something like that. As soon as the raid's beaten, a quest unlocks, and you find out the secrets of how Savathun and Oryx work together, and you get a little shit teaser cutscene of where Xivu or Wrath, what's going on with that, or Darkness, maybe they lead us back, and it unlocks a dungeon. Every big DLC should have, like every other season, there should be a doll season, dungeon, doll season, whisper mission, doll season, this. They need to keep the flow going. You can't just give us all the juice in the first DLC and then snooze us through the next one. That just can't happen. That is the problem right now. You're giving us all the good stuff, and then where's our dungeon? Hawkmoon mission was cool, farmable stuff, but players that didn't pick up the quest were rewarded. The first thing you do in Destiny when new stuff comes out is you pick up the quest and you follow the orders. The people that didn't follow the quest got unlimited amounts of Hawkmoon. The people that did pick up the quest week 1 got penalized and could only get a certain amount of Hawkmoons on their account per week. What? Hey guys, you ready to launch this new activity in the game? Yeah. Before we launch it, go in there and farm the mission, test it out, test. And I'm not gonna pick up the quest, and I'm gonna see what happens. Oh, fuck them. Just load it. Okay. Just load the mission up. Fuck them. We're not gonna test it. What? Come on, man. Come on. So dumb. How can you bring back Hawkmoon when 120s beat the shit out of Hawkmoon? 120s! 120s are ruling it. No one, I don't even give, I got me a rangefinder Hawkmoon, I put it in the vault, I don't even care. I know if I go into Crucible and it's trials, and it's a close quarters map, you put on a 120, that's it. Hey guys, 3, 2, 1, peek, boom. Hey, he died in like 0.0001 seconds. The fastest TTK I've ever seen. When the next guy comes around, put down an empowering rift. Let's, Arc Souls, let's get it all. Yep, here he comes, 3, 2, 1, boom. We're better. We're just better. Hey, you got the Bastion going? Because next season it's buffed. Yep. Just put it on. You don't have ammo? Got it. I'm gonna let you go die real quick, and I'm gonna res you, because every time you die, you get more special. Who thought that was a good idea? I don't know. Go put it on Reddit. I rest my case, chat. It's too easy, man. It's too easy. I'm not complaining about the game, but it's just funny. It's so funny. It's there. I love this game, but it's easy to meme sometime. Leo says, thoughts on anti-cheat for Bungie that doesn't have also I want to get into streaming, but I will have no face cam, no mic. Do I have any tips? You definitely should have a mic. I didn't use a single camera for 11 months. I streamed on PlayStation without a PC for 11 months. You definitely need a microphone. For you to not interact with chat, it's not going to be a good thing for you, Theo. So, but you don't have to use a camera. People like watching streamers on cameras for reactions. That's all. So, anti-cheat. I mean, they're working on it. They just people want closure and they want to hear communication of what's going on. But you got to understand, season 13. If you play on console, you have IP masking. You're literally not going to get DDoSed anymore. That's huge. Right there, that's a dub. PC, same shit. But every game right now, every hit game, go look on every hit game right now that's launched on Twitch, YouTube, any big hit game right now, there's cheaters in it. There's cheaters on console. People always say, there's no cheaters on console. That's why PC shit. You understand that there is aim hacks and lagging software that you can use on console to cheat. But those people are idiots, and they're like, well, I'm on next-gen console. It's better than PC. We don't have to deal with cheaters. Yes, you do. They have aimbots. There's literally a USB cord that plugs into your next-gen console. It's like a fucking Game Genie, and you can cheat with it. It's like jailbreaking a console. They're out there. People use them. Bungie tells people who they're... Bungie even leaked the company of who they're working with, Riot, to focus on future anti-cheat. They fucked up. They fucked up. They told the cheaters who they're working with. So the people that are working on new cheats for Destiny on how to breaking their software, Bungie already told them who they're working with. So again, that'll be fine. I don't run into cheaters. Most of the cheaters that I watch Twitch, I watch PvP streamers. When I see them play a cheater, they shit on them. The cheater pops their super and they're like, where'd he go? And the guy's up top and just laughing at him, just hitting him with the fucking L dance with a shotgun in his forehead, like, you're a fucking bot. You suck at this game. But they have to use cheats. Most cheaters back out. You see it all the time. Go look on YouTube. Cheaters get whooped. They suck at this game. But when there's 2 or 3 on the same team because people are paying for recovs, because people think it's cool to let people play on your accounts, yeah, one cheater is fine. But again, cheating is not a big problem. People always use that as an excuse. I enjoy my stay on PC. I don't deal with a lot of cheaters. Even if I play Trials, again, they suck. They suck. They're not good at the game. If they hit you with wall hacks and aimbot, who gives a fuck? Reset your card, go back in, enjoy it. That's how I feel. You know, that's how I feel. Let me refresh right now because we were at 23. We are currently at 70. I'm at 24 out of 76, so I'm trying to catch up as fast as I can. Breed of a dog if I was to get another. Well, since I have a Doberman and he's a shitter, I really am a fan of Dobermans. Love him to death. I've had pit bulls. Believe it or not, my second favorite dog. I would not get another one to go with Thor. Since I have a Doberman, if I was to choose to get another dog, I'd probably get another Doberman. But Basset Hounds, I really love Basset Hounds. They're cute dogs, smudgy face, long ears. When they're puppies, they come running in the house. They trip on their ears and then they just screech the floor. They come in guns hot, just they're gone. It's funny as shit. They're cute dogs, Basset Hound. I had a black and white one. It was a rare color, and it was called Shamu. Literally my childhood dog. Loved them. Where are we at now? Prodigy says, what do you do when you get burnt out on things? When I get burnt out on things, you gotta understand this is totally different. People always ask streamers this. What do you do when you get burnt out on content? I don't. Some days you might see me get really burnt out on doing helps. Helping people in this game, sometimes people don't want to listen or it's very difficult. Stuff like that happens. If I get really, really triggered at something and I just go, look, I'm burnt out. You guys got to remember, when I first started my Twitch channel, I used to do 15 to 17 raids a day. It was not fun for me. Holy shit. It was bad, but I had to do it. I told myself, you're going to make it. You know how many people told me, my family, my friends, we looked into streaming. You're not going to make it. It's a 1%. Fuck them. Everybody tells you fail. Fuck them. People in the directory said, oh, this guy's just a service streamer. He's just another raid guy. Well, fuck him. I don't get burnt out in the game because I have chat. I can tell you right now, 100%, if I was not a streamer, I would not be playing this game right now. Nope. I would have my account ready. I would look at my account and go, hey, I'm 1260. I got all my guns. I'm good to go. I'm waiting for season 13. I don't blame you if that's you. If that's what you do, I don't blame you. But I can tell you one thing that makes this game more enjoyable for me, and that's the community. Get involved. Make friends. Just because you got a clan doesn't mean shit. They can abandon you in 8 weeks. Find friends, make friends, hang out in Discords. Discord's going to be the thing with cross save. We're not going to be using game chat. I praise this all the time. Discord is what's going to be used for cross-play. We're not going to use game chat. It sounds like shit. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about when you get in a chat like this and they're just... And you hear the... Has someone got a fire alarm going on?
No, I don't know what you're talking about. I gotta be really quiet right now because my mom thinks I'm sleeping. Okay.
Are you hungry or something? I just hear you breathing in your mouth.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just hungry.
You guys hear this guy's mic? It sounds like shit.
Chicken wings.
Fuck that! Fix that shit! We ain't got time for that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this community, my community, I am blessed. I literally thank every single one of you. I see follows coming in. I see people that watch me. I appreciate you more than you could ever imagine. You literally let me achieve my goals into quitting my business, sell it, and I'm about to start getting into real estate. I'm just waiting to find the first flip house. I appreciate you more than you could ever imagine. That's why I always try and give back. I have giveaways open. I just feel like sometimes when I get spoiled by this community, I love to give back. So I appreciate everyone that's even being here right now, asking these questions. This is fun for me. I think it's cool. I love to interact with my chat. I don't give a fuck if there's 5,000 people. I want to read people's messages and I want to get to know you. So I do appreciate you. Hashtag add GsxrClyde on everything on social medias. All right, back to it. Can you explain your thoughts about the recoil and tell us what they should have done? I've been waiting for this shit, man. Recoil changes. Recoil changes, okay? I'm going to pull up the TWAB right now. This is this week's TWAB. Okay. Here we go. We've been waiting. Every season we have a collection of changes in Destiny 2 sandbox to spice things up in a bit. This season, we're making some targeted changes to weapon archetypes that need some love, as well as beginning some preparations for crossplay. So they literally said right here, beginning some preparations for crossplay. This game's been out on PC for 4 years, and the only way they have to change it is now. In preparation for crossplay coming later this year, we're making some changes to recoil stat. Currently, several weapons and the archetypes and their recoil reduced around 40% depending on the archetype when using mouse and keyboard. Makes sense. It results in an issue where players on a mouse and keyboard are able to largely ignore the stability weapon stat, creating unintended deficiencies in weapon performance between controllers and mouse and keyboard. This whole paragraph right here is their fault from when they launched the game. This is something you should have tested when the game launched and understood that maybe that stability was weird. Don't have people train their eye and hand coordination and their aiming in this game and practice hours and hours and hours and then go, oh, 4 years later, we don't think it's right. There's some sus shit going on right now. It just comes up automatically. And I'll keep going. Following weapon archetypes have their mouse and keyboard recoil adjusted to controller. Okay. So it's adjusted to controller. We found out now. Reduce the difference from 40% to 20%. We have not shot a single gun by this, so I'm not judging it. I'm just saying this is kind of weird. I don't think it's gonna be a big issue, but let me explain why. Auto rifle, scout, pulse, submachine gun, handgun, and machine guns. In case if the pulse rifle, submachine gun, or the machine gun itself, we're also introducing some buffs in some cases. They're changing some camera angles, blah 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 blah. Here's my reply to that. Okay, here we go. Console gamers, get ready. You're sitting on a PlayStation 4 right now. You're sitting on a PlayStation 4 and an Xbox One right now. You're out of the loop. You don't play on PC. You don't have next gen consoles. When you shoot your gun, your fucking head, it starts bouncing and you're all over the place. You're like, this is terrible. You shoot your fucking hand cannon. You're like, holy shit, I've seen this since the game came out. Ever since Destiny has came out on Destiny 2. This is pretty bad. This is bad. I gotta upgrade. I can't even play right now. It's so bad. 10 cents is too slow. I can't move around. Someone jumps. You guys know what happens when you're on. Someone jumps above you and you're like, oh shit, where'd he go? And you turn around and he's just sitting there like giving you the bird, and he shotguns you, and then he fucking dabs on you, and then he does the Ace Ventura dance with the tutu on, and you're just like, oh shit, he killed me. That's tier 3. That's stuff that's been in the game for years and nothing's ever been changed for the PC, for the PlayStation recoil or the Xbox recoil. That's been ignored for 4 years since the game came out. Is that right? Bullshit. 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 It should have been adjusted. That controller aim with the recoil on controllers has been dog shit, but they never, ever addressed it. People have been talking about this for years. Why not change it? Why not change it? Recoil sucks. Then PC gets the game. People see how people play on PC. And the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox are like, oh my God, Look at no recoil. Bungie, help us. They didn't give a shit. Right there is when they should have implemented controller changes. Give them less recoil. There's plenty of people in chat. I see their names right now. They have always said, Clyde, why don't you think, oh, less recoil on controllers? It should be a thing. I'm like, I know, I keep saying it. You guys should have better controller sensitivity and less recoil. It should be the other way. The tier 3 shitty, I'm using this as a tier 3 like controls, not game. No one's separated. Mouse and keyboard and controller from next gen and old gen. That tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. Tier 1 is mouse and keyboard, tier 2 is next gen, tier 3 is old gen. I just want to clear that up. So tier 3, you're just guys, I shot my gun twice. I can't hit him. Can you just yeah. I can't hit a snipe.
Now that browns are done, I don't know what to say in my sub messages.
Is this thing making noise? All right. So now old gen gamers are sitting there watching PC players like, dude, look at mouse and keyboard. It's so nice. But wait, they just use a cable and plug a controller in their PCs and they're nuts. Look at these gamers. Look at these controller gamers on PC. Look at them. They're shitting on people. They're hitting crazy snipes. Look at these crazy streamers and YouTubers hitting these montages. I'm so jealous. There's another topic. Hey, hello. Hey, recoil on the sticks on old gen. Help us out. Ignored. You were ignored. You did not get it. Next gen console gaming comes out. Here we go. Super hype. Next gen. I bought it day 1. Got them right here. Destiny 30 FPS for another month. Oh, fuck. Guys, we're fucked again. I paid $4.99 for this shit. I gotta wait another month. Okay. We'll wait. Okay. Next gen update comes out. It's awesome. 105 field of view. Fuck yeah. 60 FPS. It's great. Oh, I don't have an HDMI 2.0 monitor. This is bullshit. You get fucked again. Some people prep for it, but some people didn't. Next gen settings are nice, but you get on the sticks of a next gen. This is where the tier 2 comes in. Next gen gaming 2020, end of 2020, you get a released console that's fucking nice. PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X. It's awesome. There's still dog shit recoil. You just released a new game. Updated, by the way. Updated graphics, updated everything. They released a patch for next gen only, and you couldn't fix the recoil for a controller then. What the fuck were you thinking? Right there, you had the opportunity to help the players on mouse on a controller to have less recoil and make their experience worth it for upgrading to a fucking next gen console, for spending their hard-earned money, standing outside GameStop. Phone in your friends. Hey, can you drop me off a paper bag? I got a shit in the parking lot. I can't leave line. Literally, I can't leave. I literally got a shit right now. It was a war zone out there, and you get rewarded for nothing. Okay? You didn't help out the controller players at all. So now the PC players are like, we're sitting up here. Yeah, if you put the sticks on a PC, you're a god. You get the aim assist too. You get less recoil. It's awesome. You know? Yeah. Why can't they just give you the same settings over there? Weird. Flip of the switch. You know? Take the bloom out. You know? Do what you got to do. We'd love to see that. Bloom's been an issue for all games, all the big hits, Fortnite and COD. You think Bungie be listening too? No, they weren't. Okay. You see what I'm saying here, chat? There's a story. You should be rewarded for getting a next gen console. You should be rewarded. Your game should feel a lot better on next gen console than an old gen. PC players should be rewarded in their game for using a mouse. If you play on mouse and keyboard and you can aim really good and you're a fucking god, you should feel powerful because you chose to go over that leap. I understand they want to change it and make it for crossplay. It was a bad deal how they did it. They just slapped everybody out of nowhere. It was not the call. Is it going to affect people's aim? Probably not. Is it going to change that much? Probably not, but it still pisses people off. They should have went the other way. Upgraded the lower tiers, helped out the controller players with their bloom and their recoil, and rewarded them more than taking it from the top. So hopefully that spiel helps from taken away. I don't think these settings are gonna I don't think these settings are gonna change at all. I think they're gonna try and implement them, and because you know what they said on the TWAB, we're listening to your feedback. I don't think it's going to be noticeable that much, Shadies. I haven't played with it yet, so we have to wait. Is it going to be a learning curve? No. Is it going to still mess with your aim? Yeah, of course. Look at now. They fucking make flinch on snipers go up. Why? Why did they buff flinch aiming down sights on snipers? Why did they buff fusion rifles? Bastion is going to be so annoying. They didn't touch Arbalist. Have fun, PlayStation. You have the highest Arbalist using community out there. You fucked yourself. I feel sorry for PlayStation players. Holy fuck. You're literally just promoting shotguns. So, but again, I'm worried about this. They said to prepare for crossplay. What if, this is what if, don't quote me on this. What if they're trying to tear down the feeling of mouse and keyboard to level it out? What if they don't give you an opt-in, opt-out feature? This has been a huge topic on the internet the last 24 hours. What if Bungie implements crossplay and just lets their server be wide open and there's no opt-in, opt-out? It's going to burn the game to the ground. Holy fuck, it's going to kill it. 30 Dave, thanks for the resub. Now, any console gamer that says cheaters, you guys got to stop that. You can't use that anymore. You have cheaters on console. There's lag switching cheaters. You understand. It's not PC too. You have cheaters on console. Don't sweat yourself. Please. Please. You can't use PC cheaters. I don't even run into cheaters. Of course, I don't play trials. But when I do, I don't run into them. There's going to be no DDoSers. DDoS is going to be on Season 13. It's going to be patched. You will have no DDoSing on console ever again. But again, when it's told to you 2 years ago that you should learn what a VPN is and use one, and people don't, if you're a gamer and you play any games regularly, you should have a VPN. Sorry, you shouldn't. As a PC controller player, I can't play on console. I feel like it's garbage now. There's nothing wrong with saying that, SC. When you play on PC, it's different. That's what I try and tell people. Zero, there is console cheaters. Yeah, ask anybody. What I'd like to tell people is, you know, as a person that it's my job to stream. Okay, yo, thank you for coming to join me. I appreciate it. This Titan though, oof, you gotta work on it. Next gen consoles, you're capped at their performance. Okay, you're never gonna get higher than 60 FPS. Ain't happening. You'll get 120 FPS for Crucible. Higher than 60 FPS, it's just it's not gonna be a thing. You're capped at that. It's a different thing. Some people like playing on console. Some people like playing on PC. I can tell you right now, when crossplay initiates, I will stay on PC and play with console players. Why? I am more of a reactive player when I play on mouse and keyboard. That's just me. So if I play a little better on mouse and keyboard to help the community through stuff, I'm fine. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, lag switchers alone. Yeah, I've ran into them too. But again, I just wanted to go over that. I wanted to go over that question. Let's move on. Pizza or pasta? Pasta. Pasta you can make so many more variants of. Pizza you can get burned out on. What do you expect to come from Witch Queen? Jacob G says, I expect a lot of letdowns. Right now, I'm just trying to think honest. You guys know me. I don't sugarcoat anything. I'm expecting a lot of letdowns because people are going to expect way too much out of Witch Queen. I could tell you this, I only play Trials and Crucible on the box. You only play Crucible and Trials on the Xbox, Kenner? I just went over the recoil changes. I think they won't stick. I think it's stupid. I think instead of taking mouse and keyboard stability down, they should have helped the controller players out with recoil. That was my shortened answer. If you play on mouse and keyboard, you should feel like you're rewarded for it. Controller players have aim assist. You deal with bloom, recoil. They should fix those problems first, but we'll see what happens. We haven't played on the new changes yet, but we'll see. About the mouse, everyone's asking about the mouse and keyboard nerf. How would I feel if they brought back all the forge weapons? I'd be pissed. I'm sick of playing stuff that I already paid for. That's the most stupidest thing in the world. Right now I'm malding that we're fucking getting Shadowkeep. Right now, this season 13 is encouraging players to buy Forsaken and Shadowkeep, just so you can do those activities. It's dumb. I don't agree with those changes. Everything else in the season I'm kind of cool with. Well, yeah, I mean, Kenner, it's the same shit. I understand what you're saying. Next question.
Get to work.
I think that Bungie will bring the old tower back. There's been leaks of that. We just really don't know, and I don't believe any of that. Thoughts on the recoil? Okay, I did that. Any thoughts on someone that just switched to mouse and keyboard? Find a mouse that works for you. This is my mouse. I have 7 buttons on the side. It makes me be able to do multitasking. Sorry, I'm letting the camera focus. Come on, camera. I love this mouse. It is the Razer Naga Trinity. Easy dub. I have all my weapons, my reload, my melee, my class ability, my interact, all my mouse. It made learning mouse and keyboard very simple for me. For all the new views, someone said their question was, Tanner Mayo, let's hear how it all started for new viewers. How did Clyde become Clyde? How did Clyde become Clyde? Well, I started out grinding Destiny. When I actually started like getting into it, I would LFG raids. I would raid at reset in the morning, 4 in the morning. I would do King's Fall. That was right around the time where I like started taking the game like grindy, and I would do a weekly reset, 4 in the morning, King's Fall raids. I would do at least one before I went to work, and I would LFG, and I met some really good players. We did a King's Fall like no wipes, like couple deaths, and it was like 42 minutes, and we're like, man, we should play together more. So what we did was we're like, hey, we got a 6-person fire team here, but let's start finding more players that like want a game like us. So we started making LFG posts, and we talked to people. Hey, you trying to take this game serious, and you trying to get into some cool stuff? Are you trying to get into like raid helps and, you know, making a great community? And some people would say yes, and some people would say no. And then I just kept meeting more people, and it got to the point where there was like 15 of us, literally like 15 people. As soon as anyone signed on, you would know that they're online, and everyone would start messaging each other, and we would do helps and stuff and help each other through content. It was so much fun. And then that's when I met Dina. Dina Loves Destiny, that's her Twitch name. I started doing a couple raids with her, and she said, you know, hey, since we all can't hang out in PlayStation chat, because you know, you can only have 6 of you, you should hit the start broadcast button on your controller and stream it on Twitch so we can hang out and chat. And so we started hanging out. People started coming out and hanging out in my Twitch chat. My Moo bot, my Night bot. I literally became best friends with the bots because they were the only people watching me. But from time to time, someone would jump in and go, "Hey, Clyde, just signing on. Do it. You got a spot?" So they'd come in the fire team, and we'd do a raid with them, and I'd have no viewers. And that's how pretty much it was the first month, and the second month, and then the third month, I just started posting stuff, and I get 1 viewer. Hi, how's it going? And yeah, then it all went downhill from there. Good question though. I'm so scared to join certain VCs in Discord. Are there any like a private closed thing? Are they all open to anyone at any time? Don't want to join people that don't want me there. That's a good question too. The way that Discord goes is, honestly, my Discord, I have custom VCs. Like, I have a custom bot where you can make the title of your voice channel that you're in. Hey, hanging out, or they're doing a raid, yada, yada, yada. All you have to do is message people that are in voice chats, that are sitting in Discord. If there's 30 people in my Discord hanging out, and there's 6 of you in different chats, message people. Hey, just trying to get to know people in here. Be social. I know it's tough, but, you know, message mods, message people, ask people. Hey, message people and say, hey, let's go. I'm gonna go look in Discord right now. Who's in there? You know, Clyde's in there, obviously, but carrying derp in GMs. So there's like 7-8 people in that chat. Running Demon Wolf and Jake Rise are in the second chat. Potter and Thorn are in the third. Egan Jackson, Tech. You know, there's literally like 6-7. There's probably almost 30 people in my Discord. You can message people and ask them what they're doing and say, hey, I want to start meeting people. What VPN does Clyde use? Does anyone know? That's something I don't want to share. It's more of a private thing for me, so people don't fuck with my internet, but there's plenty of VPNs out there. I don't tell people what my VPN is or my internet service, so I don't deal with shitters. How did I meet Sweat Sickle? Love that guy. I met Sweat from Glad inviting me to do the world's fastest Callus kill. Glad DM'd me and said, hey, you said you wanted to play more. What's good? He actually called me a bitch, because that's just kind of the relationship that me and Glad have. We call each other bitch pussy, but hey, I don't care what anybody says. That's a friend you want on your back, someone that you can trust, someone that's a good friend, and that guy is definitely one of them. But yeah, he invited me to join for a world's fastest Callus kill, and there was Sweat and Modern, and I think Ember and Error. It was like the OG Redeem guys, and we literally clapped Callus like second try. And I just said, hey guys, it was nice meeting you. You know, we should game sometime. And then we all just started gaming. And I've gamed with all of them and talked with all of them. I've actually met them in person at Guardian Con, and you know, and then me and Sweat just kind of talked a lot more and played and realized that it's Dumb and Dumber special, man, and people really like us playing together. And yeah, we're definitely about to play some more stuff soon. We're gonna play Phasmophobia and some other stuff planned, and I'm sure you'll see us doing other dumb shit. So and Mac, thank you for the 3 months. Johnson, thank you for the 33 total. I was just in your Discord to react to announcements, and no offense, but I got kind of sick of seeing Pepe and Keck W. It's okay. I mean, that's Discord. You gotta understand that there's a lot of kids in this game, and there's a lot of younger people, and there's a lot of people that are older that are fucking immature, and you got to understand that there's some people that just like being shitters on the internet. So the way people react, I mean, I post something and people react by spelling out cock. It's Discord, man. I can tell you something right now. Go to notifications and go to streamer mode. You don't get pinged about anything, so you check Discord as you want. Right now I have probably 5,000 to 10,000 pings just in my Discord. There's 10,000 messages that I haven't seen, but I don't hear them because I run streamer mode. You should only check pings in Discord when you want to be bothered. So next question. I think Forsaken and Shadowkeep should still be $20. No, I don't. I think they should go down to $10 a piece. Maybe even $5 a piece. That shit's old. Stop trying to make money off the community of old content. Havoc says, how would you feel if they brought back all forge weapons? I answered that. I really hope they don't. Kindled Orchid was one of my favorite forge weapons. I did 81 frames to get that. I've missed that gun. I don't want it back. I want new shit. All right, we get it, Zero. Shut up. But I love my job. I do love my job. I love streaming. I love, I wouldn't change anything. It does get hectic. People don't understand what we deal with when we're not streaming. We get a lot of messages. We get a lot of DMs. Some people ask a lot out of me. They ask me to participate in stuff they're doing. Some people want to just game, and they literally say, hey, Clyde, I would love to game with you, and you could stream with me and grow my channel. Why didn't you just tell me you wanted to kick me in the balls instead? I probably would have answered that. You get a lot of dumb shit. A lot of people come to me with whiny fucking excuses. He picked on me. This person called me stupid. Bro. I always teach people to defend yourself. Like it's terrible, but is it all worth it? Yeah, the good outweighs the bad, but you know, it's the internet. It's very hard to sit in front of a screen every day and deal with the internet, but I'm blessed, and can't wait to start getting into, you know, flipping these houses. Right now I'm trying to get into flipping the houses and fixing up the work by myself and contract it out, but right now the market is just insane. Any good house that's on the market is gone within minutes, so I'm trying to find that good flipper. So once I do, you guys will know, because I'll probably be making videos on it. Brother C said, if someone is interested in joining the military, would you recommend enlisting to go back to college or become a commissioned officer? It depends why you would want to join the military, but if I was you, I would want to become an officer first, or, you know, get your college degree through the military and then become an officer. Or maybe you're close to finishing school, finish school first and then go in and enlist as a commissioned officer. That would probably be the play, because, you know, you're going to learn more and, you know, you get more respect. You know, once you get that brass on your collar, it's, you know, if you don't have brass, you can kiss my ass. Sometimes I'd walk past, you know, a gunnery sergeant, or, you know, E7, E89, I wouldn't even salute him. But as soon as that fucking brass comes by, yeah, you stand straight the fuck up. But it just depends what, brother, what reason you would want to join the service for. Novik says, I think that the Bungie makes the raids too easy and need a way to make more of a challenge, or am I the only one that thinks that? The whole community thinks that. Literally the whole PvP community thinks that. The whole PvE community thinks that. We need more challenging content. I really wish that we would hold on a second here. I really wish that we would, there's my favorite dance. I really wish that we would have more hard mode raids back. I think them bringing Vault of Glass back, the only way to experience, I was talking about this earlier when I first started streaming, Vault of Glass was known for its wipe mechanics, and if you mess up, you're fucked. But now, remember, if you died in Vault, you would have a 30-second timer. Now, Season 14, when Vault of Glass comes back, someone dies, you just run over to them and res them. Hard mode VOG, when someone died, they'd be dead for the whole encounter, and you'd have to clutch up on oracles, and you'd have to clutch up on confluxes. It was a nightmare. We're not going to have that feeling anymore. Watch the video of D1 and D2 raids back to back. Yeah, everyone liked that video. I didn't post it on my YouTube, unfortunately, because I wasn't really taking YouTube serious. But yeah, the raids are just too easy now. They're literally built for day one raid. That's what everybody said about Deepstone Crypt. It was built for day one, and then now it's terrible. There should be an option where we could do contest modifier. Maybe not at -20, maybe -10. You're at -10 under, and you get a cool armor piece every week. I've always said they need to give us something like a diamond plate set of armor or guns for completing a special challenge on the raid. But hey, we're still waiting for the ideas in the box. Major Pain, thank you. Who else we got? Next question. I'm trying to get to these questions. There's a lot of questions, chat. A lot of questions. Let me refresh here. I think I was around. I'm at 40 right now. I'm still so many questions behind. Ixrin, thank you. Yo, Kegalism, thank you for the 4.
Tower talks.
Mouse and keyboard nerf glitch Yoda. I went over that. A lot of people keep asking. Ixrin said, I'm really worried about the game more than ever. Communication between Bungie and the players just seems non-existent. They seem like they're always 2 steps behind. Prime example, removing bounties, which we've been asking for 2 years now, and they seem to not care for natural activity difficulty. They seem like they're self-destructing it, and it worries you. There's nothing wrong with you thinking that. You're right. Everything's that's what I just went over with the mouse and keyboard stuff. It's like 2 years behind. Stuff they're making changes in the game now is so behind. But again, the only way that this game dies is Bungie kills Bungie. That's it. That's the only way that the game dies. So, I mean, we can't judge anything on the new season yet. Just some of the changes that they told us. Tuesday, the trailer drops. Thursday, the final TWAB. Big news. We'll just wait. Nothing we can do. What are your thoughts about the 3 weapons they're bringing back as pinnacle or activity rewards? Are you talking about the LMG, the Shadow Price, and the Palindrome? Seen it, done it, used it. I don't want old shit. How can you bring back Palindrome and make it fun to use? Is it going to have rangefinder and luck in the chamber? Are you going to nerf 120s so that gun has a chance? We'll see. If they don't change how hand cannons work in the sandbox right now, there's no reason to take off a 120 hand cannon, so that's kind of where I'm at right now with the whole sandbox thing. Croco, I just got to yours, 42. What are your thoughts about 3 weapons? I just answered that. I just answered your question. You're number 42. I'm looking at a list, brother. You see this? This is what I'm looking at. A huge ass screen of all these questions. I'm trying. I just answered your question. You asked me about the 3 pinnacle weapons. Perfect timing. Breadsoon, we are due for a new breach grenade launcher in a kinetic slot. How dope would it be to get chain reaction with it? Chain reaction on a kinetic? We don't even have chain reaction on an energy. That would be insane. I really don't want any mountaintop wannabes to come around, so I really hope we don't get a rocket like that. Or a GL. So we kind of had our fun with GLs. So I hope we move on from that. Can the GOAT beat Mr. Mahomes in the big game? JP said. Never bet against Brady. All good, Crocker. Chain reaction on the Akelos? That'd be nuts. I'm trying to catch up on all the questions, guys. Last week I had to answer 200 questions. There's less questions this week, but you know we still got a whole nother 50 minutes of this, or 40 minutes. So I'm trying. I remember in Sweatstickle's video you noted VOG 2.0 will be the true test of sunsetting because once people get their hands on Fatebringer, GG, they never taken it off. Agreed. Do you think the community, on your conclusion, feeling something about sunsetting will change them based on how they feel? Value, you're very, very right about that. I totally agree that people are really going to understand how sunsetting works when Found Verdict comes back and Fatebringer comes back. But again, right now, go use a hand cannon in a Nightfall, underleveled. Hand cannons suck underleveled, so using a Fatebringer in like a Grandmaster Nightfall is not going to be a thing. That's the first thing I do. I don't care how good a gun is, but if it's not good in endgame, like a Grandmaster or a raid, I don't use it. If it's not good in endgame, I don't want to use it. If I want to just do strikes and meme shit or play Crucible, sure, I'll throw on whatever, but I want guns to be good in endgame, a reason for us to put it on. So when that Fatebringer comes back, if it's good in its glory, no one's going to take it off. Fatebringer with Found Verdict, if we get final round, holy smokes, I'm excited because you're just going to do the final round shotgun swap. Ugh, final round with slug shotguns. It's going to be insane. It's going to be fun. But again, if they don't change Well of Radiance and Bubble, Vault of Glass will get beaten in about 40 minutes or less. And there's not going to be a world's first for it. Abby, is it true I'm bald? It's definitely not true I'm bald. People are just weird and want to see my hair. I'm literally just going to get a haircut and do a no hat stream one day because you guys are fucking weird. Not Abby. She just asked that question for chat, but Chaos, just because I looked at chat, I seen that. I'm at least a little worried about playing other games besides D1 and D2, considered a lot of your viewers base are Destiny fans. No, there's just no other game for me to play right now that I can't play. I literally play other games and I fall asleep. I literally sat there and played Cyberpunk and fell asleep of so many cutscenes. Cutscene, titties, cutscene, banging another chick, cutscene, V, cutscene, this. It's Keanu Reeves, cutscene. Stick a fucking Matrix wire up my ass. Like, what the fuck's going on in this game? It was shit. I hated it. I'm gonna play Cuphead next weekend. Outriders, when Outriders comes out, I'm gonna play it. Yeah, I think Outriders is a perfect date. The end of February is the demo. Anything you do in the 2-hour demo is carried over to the main game April 1st. April 1st, the game launches. It's a 40-hour campaign and it has end game. I watched a YouTube video today of the crafting in that game. It looks fucking nuts. And guess what? April 1st is literally going to be February 9th is season 13 start. By the time Outriders drops, Destiny season's gonna be fucking dead, and only the true players are gonna keep playing it. I think a lot of people are gonna go to Outriders. So yeah, but other games, I just feel like, yeah, they said in the Outriders demo that's releasing soon at the end of February, it's a 2-hour campaign. You could play more. You could play more of it, but it's like it gives you an experience of a 2-hour gameplay for Outriders, and anything you do in the demo carries over to the main game when it releases. But I just feel like it's home. I feel like when I see people in chat, I feel like it's home here. When I'm playing with chat and I play Destiny, I just feel like this is home for me, and I just don't enjoy playing other games. I feel like I'm myself. Some people like seeing me out of my comfort zone and play other games. My chat has proved that I can play other games and they watch me, but kind of right now I'm more focused on setting an example that, hey, just playing with chat's fun, and I've been playing this game and been in this directory for February 21st is my 5-year anniversary on Twitch. So we're gonna hype that shit up next month. We're gonna enjoy it. I just feel like everybody that supports me is just awesome, and I appreciate it. But if other games are out, I'll play them. You know, I've pretty much worked my ass off to become that size where I can play other games, but I get bored. Other games are just whack. They're just fucking boring to me. They're just not fun. I like Destiny and just running into dumb shit, you know? Next question. Where am I at? 48. Answer me on this one. What happens between you and that girl that shaved my ass? Oh boy. Gina, I canceled the wedding 2 weeks before. Caught her dancing in a titty bar, and I didn't want to marry a woman like that, so I kicked her ass out. There you go, Gina. Glass Guy 99 says, what is the easiest Grandmaster Nightfall to do this season, right now in the game, for the double Nightfall rewards this week? I would either go with Inverted Spire, Disgraced, or Broodhold. Broodhold, if you run triple Geomag Warlocks, it's pretty insane, or you can run 2 with a Well. Disgraced is pretty simple in the boss room, take your time, and Inverted Spire, as long as you make it past the scanner where the barrier is with the 2 gladiators, the boss room's free. Yeah, I was engaged, and 2 weeks before the wedding, I canceled it. Best decision of my life. What is my favorite class and why? Titan, because I play a support class, and you can't be a Titan main, you know, without your own hammer. And people know that I love my Titan. I've always loved the Titan. I've always loved the support class of the Titan. Brock, thank you for the 38. What's good? Just doing tower talk. It's always been nice. You got to understand that I really started playing this game with the community. Most of the time I play with my friends doing the old raid, so King's Fall was kind of like the game, the raid that I played a lot with chat and a lot with viewers and a lot with the community on LFG. The bubble, man, the bubble was always a support. You always needed the bubble, you know, you always needed to be that player, like, hey, you know, pop a bubble and stand behind it and head glitch War Priest and slay him. Sometimes you'd have to low man it. It was fun. You know, Melting Point, God, Melting Point was so good. That hammer mission, God, give me a fat chub. Love that fucking Sunbreaker mission. I just always loved the Titan. I was a self-resing Warlock and a blink shotgunner on the Hunter and Crucible. You know, am I playing Faz tonight? If Sweat wants to play, I know he's playing Forest right now, but I still have about a half hour of tower talk left. Yeah, I just love my Titan, man. I used to people that have watched me for a while, they've seen me main Warlock and a Hunter. Do I work out? Yeah, I go to the gym 3 days a week right now. I physically have to sign into an app on my phone. If there's more than 8 people at the gym, you can't go, because you would be number 9, and if someone shows up, it's 10. There can only be 10 people in the gym at once. So my schedule's a little fucked up right now, but between that and, you know, walking Thor at least 2 miles a day, doing that. Just came from Sweat stream. Well, I mean, yeah, I see he's playing the Forest right now. I'll be done with the tower talk in about 30 minutes. I go from 9 to 11. And if he wants to play Faz, I'll play Faz. Bravo, I already answered about the mouse and keyboard changes. I think that we haven't tried them yet, but I think they should have went the other way. I think they should have took the bloom and the recoil off of controllers. I just don't want to keep repeating myself. If you want to submit questions, guys, it's !Q&A space the question. I'm trying to get through them, but I have to answer people's questions that have been submitted before, and I understand you're in chat and you're trying to see them. Where's the next? My favorite burger. Can't go wrong with Red Royale from Red Robin. Burger with egg on it, juicy. I'm sold. Red Robin's banging. Can't go wrong with that. That's just the go-to burger. Dairy Queen though, they put something on the grill. This shit slaps. Triple cheeseburger, extra cheesy. The fucking grill is so good. I don't know. It's they put something in that shit. Madara says, what do they think SMG is a better close-up weapon? Bungie didn't test Fell winners. Yeah, I know. He's saying that they tested SMGs and they were overused, and they didn't mention anything about shotguns, so they buffed fusions. And the way they worded it in the TWAB, it's not that they didn't test Fell winners. They know it's getting sunset for endgame, but they don't realize that everybody in the game's getting Fell winners next season, and they're going to use it in Crucible. Just dumb, you know. It's just dumb. Opinions on Abby. Oh shit. Abby set up. Abby's a great mod and she helps me out a lot. That's opinions on Abby. Do you think Bungie has lost a bit of its creative touch? Yawn says. It's not that they've lost a creative touch. I mean, look at the new Trials armor they released today. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing, but I feel like they just shit the bed sometimes. I feel like they get lazy on purpose and they don't care. They're just like, fuck it, we're gonna launch it like this. We'll be fine. They'll overlook this bad stuff because we're gonna give them this. Like, I just feel like them giving us back Shadowkeep weapons and Last Wish. I mean, and Forsaken. Hey, we're gonna give them these weapons. They're gonna be pissed off, but we're giving them umbrals. Like, they do stuff to separate their consequences. That's how I feel. We should be able to use our spare materials for the tower vendors like in D1. Optimal for weapons or armor packs. Well, Skater, you're just making too much goddamn sense. To be able to use our materials that we grind for, and if we have too many of them, to be able to use them in different scenarios in the game, that's making too much sense, and giving you a bonk for that one. What inspired the name GsxrClyde? Well, I was signing on to PlayStation, didn't know what to name myself. I wanted Clyde, it was taken. It was the same year I bought my Jinxer, and I was just like, hey, GsxrClyde, and it just went with it. And I tried changing my name to Clyde on Twitch, but someone already has it. He actually streams. I was gonna do like the GsxrClyde, and I was like, whatever. And I like Jinxer, so it kind of makes me stick out. I mean, the name Clyde sticks out as well, but people that can't pronounce Jinxer, they just do GsxrX. Oh, you're talking about Clyde. Yeah. So like your name's like, it's known. People know what GsxrClyde. They know who Clyde is. So like your name sticks out more. And I've just stuck with it and I like it. I've been called some weird fucking names. I go into people's chats and they can't pronounce it. That's why I capitalized the G and the C to separate it, to kind of help people. Giant Doctor says, didn't they say they were wiping bounties going into next season? They did. But you can still save dailies. So I'm going to save dailies in Clan XP. I know people before you scald me, they said these are weeklies, but if you look at DMG's tweet, it says Strikes, Crucible, Weaponsmith, and Gambit. So I'm going to save these Clan XP ones and just do some dailies and stack them. You can grab some other weeklies if you want, but chat's going to pretty much say in chat right now, he said all weeklies. I don't care. I don't want to do Clan XP when the new season comes out, so I'm taking them. I'm also going to do some dailies. I'll probably do 30-40 dailies per character and transfer over to next season. Why? Just because I want a little bit of a boost when I start week 1, so it's up to you. Do whatever you want to do. It's up to you. Next question. What are your plans for strange coins in my chat in the future? I'm actually going through all that. I'm going to change all my channel points. Ways to redeem your in-game currency, such as strange coins in my chat. That's obviously from D1 name. And to reprogram all the channel points, but predictions kind of fucked streamers. That prediction shit, it's fun for chat, but it ruined all of our channel points. So I'm going through all that. Right now, I'm trying to get my PC built. We're trying to pick a day for Artesian. I'm getting my stream room redone. I literally ordered all my desk and shit. So you guys are going to see me stream from my phone. You're going to see me break down my whole setup. I'm going to reset it up. I'm going to do a setup stream. I'm working on new merch. I'm working on new everything that I don't want to tell you because I'm being a spoiling Samuel right now. So I got a lot of cool stuff going. I'm just trying to get stuff done one at a time. Papa Bear says, your weekly bounties saved up for next seasons, will they disappear because they're removing them? DMG said turn in your Strike, Gambit, Crucible, and Weaponsmith weeklies. If you would like me to pull up the weekly tweet, I will real quick just to show you. Do I need to redeem weekly bounties from Strikes, Crucible, Gambit, and Gunsmith? Are they being removed? And he said, yes, any weekly bounties in the player inventory, even if completed, will be removed from the season. I know he said any, but I don't care. I'm still saving my clan XP because I don't feel like doing it. So it's up to you. Dailies are fine. Prep how you want to prep. It's always been a thing. If you want to, you can. If not. Sweat said setting up his shit for Faz would take a while, but if you want to play something else, you can. It's up to him. If he wants to wait until tomorrow, I'm down. You know, tell him this. Tell him I got like 25 more minutes of this, and then I'll jump in his Discord and we'll talk. If he wants to wait until tomorrow night, that's fine. What kind of phone do I have? I have a Galaxy Note. And Thor, look at the top corner. That's a tooth hole. Hold on. On camera. Thor chewed my phone. Yeah, it's a Note. Galaxy Note. Kickstand on the back. Nice little pen in the bottom. And a lot of COD, Bungie needs their weapon leveling system that they have. You want a weapon. Good old shit ton of stuff, and COD has a good system. Yeah, Brock, but COD's dealing with the same thing that Destiny is dealing with, and you know that. COD is COD. My favorite Pokemon, I don't know a lot of Pokemon, but I'm gonna go with Charizard because I know it's the mint. Any tips for Crucible Elimination? Just play and get better. Try different weapons. Try and use different weapons in the Crucible that you're not good with. That way, when you put on your better weapons, it's all about team plays, not trading in Elimination. You going into enemy territories and trading, they're getting the res your team didn't because you're in their base and they rezzed. It's all about strategic playing in 3v3. Next question. All Thread said, please forgive my ignorance. Has there been a game that has been able to keep your player base engaged for longer than Destiny? Love the content. Keep on grinding. Honestly, Destiny community is one of a kind. They're loyal. You know, I've been streaming this game for almost 5 years, and my community is definitely loyal. Destiny fans are loyal to their game. They watch these other games, and they literally just, you know, the whole tweet comes in or the whole comment comes in chat. The Destiny killer. And then all Destiny fans do is talk shit on the game. All they do is talk shit on it. They're going to do it on Outriders. They're going to be like, this game's cool, but it doesn't have this. Man, the campaign in Outriders is really cool, but they don't have strikes. They don't have dungeons. They don't have secret missions. They don't have raids. We don't know what they have. But it's always just, I don't know, man. The community is just one of a kind for me, and that's why I stick so true to them. And, you know, it's my family. It's my chat. You know, if I double my size from where I am now, yeah, I would feel way more comfortable trying other games, but you can bet your ass when Thor Ragnarok comes out, I'm playing it. That's the reason I got a PS5. Well, that, and I didn't want to play 30 FPS no more. Have I seen the new Trials armor for next seasons? What's my opinions on it? I think it looks cool. I can't wait to play it and get more loot and mauled in fucking Trials because the shitters 3 stacks are stopping me from getting my loot. Sinister Kraken says, as Bungie continues to reign in stasis abilities, would you be in favor of all exotic stasis armor that buffs stasis abilities back to their released day power? Ray, thank you for the bits. Wait, what was that? As Bungie continues to reign in stasis abilities, would you be in favor of exotic stasis armor that buffs stasis abilities back to their release day power? You're saying to put an exotic on so you can be broken again. I mean, stuff like that could be cool. Kraken, like you put an exotic piece on that buffs what they nerfed. But the problem is that we haven't even seen stasis introduced into this game. There's some stasis stuff that's going to be unlocked on Dreaming City. We've seen the what are they called? These. I didn't even finish this yet. I need to finish this. But these darkness quests were leaked and shown that there's some in the Dreaming City. So there's stuff that were unlocked. We haven't even seen stasis weapons. There's so much more coming. So for them to add stuff that you know, we want to keep stasis going, we're just being honest here. Stasis kind of broke the game. So we need to move on from stasis in my opinion. Ozzy says, do you think you can get a new raid or dungeon aside from Vogue before Witch Queen? I don't know, Ozzy. I really don't know. I think we're due for a dungeon. Definitely should get a dungeon before Witch Queen, of course. But a secret mission like Whisper, that would just be a plus. If they drop both, I'd give them props if they did. But definitely a dungeon. We're definitely due for a dungeon. Definitely before Witch Queen. I'm hoping. So, good question, though. Jacob says, will crossplay DLCs carry over to your other platforms? Crossplay DLCs carry over to cross save, Jacob, you mean? If you cross save, your DLCs do not, you have to rebuy them all. You have to rebuy Beyond Light, all the major ones. If you, yeah, stasis wasn't the problem, implementation was. Yeah, I get it. The season pass carries over, but if you switch from PlayStation and you cross save your account to PC, you have to buy all the DLCs. Would hard mode raids be entertaining if all the ads actually used more than 2% of their brain? I know, right? You can just stand there, brother, and get shit. Just shoot. Literally, you could stand still in this PvE content and just let everything shoot you. Mad Titan says, does Mahomes put Brady to bed, or will Brady pop a Viagra and make the fuck on the Chiefs? I don't know, man. I think it's going to be a good game, but Bucks are playing good. I mean, it's literally new gen versus old gen. Brady has to win this game to prove that he could just do it on his, you know, on any team. I mean, he literally just said that to the, you know, when teams were offering him a shit ton of money to come play with him, he just said, hey, who wants to go to the Super Bowl? And he's proved that. So we'll find out, man. Koldal says, what are your thoughts on removed strikes in Crucible and no new ones? Exactly. Why are they taking out strikes? There's no strikes to do in the game anymore. Nothing. Crucible maps suck ass. Great topic. Great question. Where's the new shit? Where's the one new strike? Glassway and Disgraced that was reskinned, but it was still considered a strike. Where's the maps? Where's 4 or 5 new Crucible maps? We need new maps. I totally agree with that one. God. I would love to just play Crucible on different maps. I think Bungie will ever make a mini DLC for Crucible like they did with Gambit. I don't think that would be a good thing for them. It would if right now they made a DLC based off of Crucible and the sandbox is the way it is and how the community of the PvP side of the game is being ignored, I think it would piss them off because they're not happy right now. They're just like, why are you ignoring 3-peaking and emotes and you know, 120s and stasis and wall hacks and you know, matchmaking? Everything's fucked. PvP really needs to be reprogrammed in this game. They need some attention. They need to stop being ignored because I don't enjoy PvP and there's no reason for me to play it. Yes, of course, Trials is coming back with some cool armor. Guess what? If I don't have a team to carry me, yes, carry me. I'm literally going to hit up my friends and say, let me get a carry. I'll just do the 3-win. I'll just do the 3-win bounty and get my 3-win drop. Just like this week, it's the helmet. If you don't have this helmet that I have in my Warlock, go complete the bounty and you get the drop. You know, they got to give you a reason, man. But I don't think they should make a DLC just for Crucible until they fix it first. I won't Bungie nuke our shit with Witch Queen? What do you mean nuke our shit, Privy? Why would they? What do you mean nuke our shit with Witch Queen? I mean, there's gonna be new stuff coming out for Witch Queen. The stuff that they can't use anymore when Witch Queen comes out. Who knows if by the time Witch Queen comes out that sunsetting is still a thing. Oh, you're saying nuke our shit and go back to power level 0. I mean, yeah, it's got to come sometime, Jesus. But we know that's not going to happen. Everything in the game, you know, there's stuff in the game right now that goes up to 1410. That's just, it's so annoying keeping track of the power level. Like, give us a reset button here. Average Joe. What are your thoughts on the PC recoil nerf? I went over that. I didn't think that you shouldn't nerf the top. You should buff the bottom. I feel like controller players should have got help with their recoil and bloom. They didn't. They went from the top. This was a very popular question. We will see what happens. I don't think the changes that they implemented will stay. Skater says, what if Queen's Fall raid is Korea and the Taken Hydra, Ziva Wrath second boss, Savathun final boss? What if Savathun has her way of the Veil instead of Taken Hive? I mean, that's Skater. That's going down a fucking tinfoil lore alley for that raid, and that would be insane. I would love that. I would love just a huge Last Wish Taken King kind of raid. We're due for one. I feel like Witch Queen is all in. We're just waiting on it. I'm just really hoping for it, man. I know we're gonna enjoy Vaulted Glass, but man, I'm just waiting for that one event to pop up that no one knows about, not data mined. No one knows it's coming, and it's just some cool fucking thing to do, man. That's all we need. Menagerie 2.0, man, give it to me. I'm ready. Chris the Crusader says, do you think they remove half of the content like Levy because of the amount of bugs, and if they were to bring it back, do you think it's going to be different? Chris, they literally said they threw stuff into the vault just plain and simple for the size of the game. They didn't want the game to be outrageously huge with all the new content, and I feel like them making the choice to throw everything in the vault was fine. Not a lot of people were playing those old raids. I know people miss doing them and doing speed runs and everything else, but it was time to let go and move on to new stuff, you know. Get the old stuff out of the game and give us new stuff. I think it was the right decision. Prophecy was a pop-up surprise day one, but we knew it was coming. We literally leveled for it. Me, Sweat, and Sneaky literally fucking unlocked all our shit, and we went in 1240, 1244 and smashed it. Literally beat the whole thing in 58 minutes, and then I got kicked to orbit and they got world's first. Crimson Days needed to go. It was boring. It was fun when they first brought it around, but you know. What are your thoughts on Bungie fixing Out of Bounds and Deepstone Crypt? I think they did it too late the way they did it. People were enjoying doing Out of Bounds, doing speed runs, and they killed and pissed off the speedrunners once again. Some people don't allow that stuff in their game, but Bungie has had so many Out of Bounds and so many unfinished maps in this DLC. They should have fixed it right away. The way they fixed it, I felt like it was too late, but they pissed off the people, and hey, whatever. But some people would agree different, that it needed to be fixed because everybody was just doing Out of Bounds and Deepstone Crypt, and it was annoying. Again, I got a lot of complaints from people doing LFG raids that people wanted to do Out of Bounds for the Crypt security encounter, and it made it hard for them. So I understand both sides. I think it needed to be patched, but the way they did it was just wrong. So I agree with what they did, fixing the Out of Bounds. They should have just did it a different way. Neo says, who do you got winning on the Super Bowl? Again, it's really going to come down to game day when I make my choice. Can you comment about playing with controller on PC versus old gen console versus new gen console? Playing with a controller on PC just feels like it's because of the frame rates. The frame rates in the field of view, you get that rapid response. There's still a lot of people don't know what input lag is. A lot of people that play on console play on TVs. You deal with input lag. You don't know what it's like. If you were to sit down in front of a PC setup and just play on my PC monitor with your console, with your controller, you would see a huge difference in your gameplay. Huge difference in your gameplay because the input lag is gone. But playing on a PC with a controller and new gen and old gen, You definitely feel the difference on PC because of the frame rates, the uncapped frames, and you know, the performance of being on PC. But old gen, I mean, I haven't played since I hooked my new gens up, but you definitely tell the difference between old gen, new gen, and PC. Gino. But it feels really good on PC. Controller feels actually really good on PC. Where I lost my spot. There we go. Do I think people are still going to use swords after the nerf? Of course, it's going to be amazing. Swords are going to be awesome. You lost 2 to 3 swings on your DPS. That's it. The big issue with console recoil is because of a mechanic called bloom. PC does not have this bloom mechanic. Exactly. That's what I said. They needed to take out bloom off controllers, off next gen consoles, and that'd be a better solution to nerfing a mouse and keyboard. How do you fix 3-peaking? You can't fix 3-peaking. Consoles and PC now have 105 field of view. It's not 72 field of view like the old gens. You have more field of view. You can emote. You can see the whole map. Bungie makes money off their emotes. People want to be able to emote on people in Crucible and make funny meme videos. Stop whining about 3-peaking. Bungie won't win that war. They will not win that war. I understand people want it fixed, but holy shit, what can they do? What can you do to fix it? If you take emoting out of Crucible, what's going to be the fun? You know, you would have to just disable emotes and trials. That's it. But again, some people like hugging, some people like doing that stuff. You know, you can only have a sword out when you have ammo. I understand that, but how's it gonna? They're gonna have to reprogram. That's reprogramming the whole game. I understand 3-peaking slows down trials by an insane amount, but for them to go into the game and embed the code to where only a sword comes out when you have ammo, that's a lot of programming. I think there's a lot of stuff that we don't know that goes into that. Bungie addressed it. They said they're working on it, so we'll see what happens. Maybe it's just not a quick fix. People have been talking about 3-peaking for years now. Ever since Destiny 2. In D1, we used to wave to each other and no one complained about it. That was 3-peaking. Yes, I understand 3-peaking slows down trials an insane amount, but that's just how trials is now. You want to know why? Because it's 3-stack versus 3-stack. It's all recubs. There's no average players trying to make it to the lighthouse. You get 3 PS5 players, they're matching only PS5 player base. They play the same people all night. PC's playing the same people all night. Old gens playing the same people all night. I literally watch it. I watch it on Twitch. I watch the PvP streamers. They match their friends all night. They literally have their friends' streams up so they don't match them. What the fuck? Just give us a reason to play the goddamn game. The fucking trials is terrible. I don't know what to tell you there. Bungie loses no matter what. You guys just gotta remember that. It's a tough fix. I'm trying to get through these. How many more I got? I'm getting close. I'm getting close. Should crossplay in PvE be forced? What do you mean be forced? It should always be opt-in, opt-out. But PvE crossplay is going to be fucking huge. When you don't have people to play with, bam. As an average player, it's hard to play Trials for fun. Exactly, but it's not meant for an average player. It's endgame. Just like Grandmaster Nightfalls aren't meant for the average player, but it's endgame. But Grandmaster Nightfalls have the most pristine loot in them, and that's how it is. DDoS protection for consoles. It should have been, yeah, it should have been here last year, Frozen. But crossplay and PvE shouldn't be forced. It should be opt-in, opt-out. But man, people that play on console or people that play on PC that have no friends and don't have people to play with, you can easily sit in a Discord or sit in Twitch chats and go, who wants to play? Doesn't matter what platform you're on. PvE crossplay is going to be insane for this game. You're going to enjoy it. You think that one of the reasons it feels like nothing in Destiny really matters anymore is because almost everything is handed out and easy to earn now? I wouldn't say everything's a handout. That's tough. having cosmetic and earnable end game activities such as earning, perks on your guns again. I don't think that the Destiny community, the way their baby fucking slapped on their ass and treated like little babies this day and age, people wouldn't enjoy the grind. If you brought back D1 grind and D1 infusion, just like, let's say, King's Fall, where you can only get a max of 6. If you have a 320 pair of boots and a 314 pair of gauntlets, you could infuse, or 314 pair of boots, 320 pair of boots, and you infuse them, it was 320. If those boots were 313, you would get 319. People would cry and would not know what to do. Problem is now is they spoil you. It's too easy to level, so people don't worry about that. In my opinion, I said in Beyond Light they should have went balls out and gave us that hold grind. People want shit to do. Yes, people that are new to this game, they want to grind. People say that they're happy with the game. They just say that just because, hey, they're not experiencing the whole game. The people that comment on Reddit and Twitter right now, or in Twitch chats, and say, I only play a few days a week and I enjoy it. Ask them the stuff they've done in the game. They haven't done any of the cool stuff in the game. They haven't done any end content. They haven't done any of soloed anything. They haven't enjoyed the raids. They haven't got all the guns. They don't have shit. That's stuff that people need to focus on. So I think, do they need to tweak the grind? The only way you can make the grind harder in Destiny right now is give people a reason to. Why are they grinding so hard? Why are they leveling? Why are they doing this? Why am I grinding strikes? Oh, because I'm going to get a really cool weapon. I have a chance to get a really rare weapon to drop if I do strikes. Likewise in Crucible. Likewise in Gambit. You know what I'm saying? You just need a reason. You just need a reason to grind. What are you doing? What are you doing it for? Does Bungie need more employees to do more content? Of course they do. Of course they need help. They just need to literally admit it. What's a weapon type that needs a buff in your opinion? Scouts, rockets, linears. Linears, they weren't even talked about. The Gambit. That's who asked the question. Linears wasn't even talked about. I got a line in the sand I don't even use. Scout rifles will never feel like Mananam, but Trusty and Nightwatch are really nice for endgame Grandmasters right now. Explosive payload on them feel really good. Sidearms, you can't buff them too much because people use them on console. They're fucking nuts. So I think we just need I would love to have some more Manananan action. I would love to see a legendary sniper in the heavy slot. I would like to see I would like to see a separate sandbox, because I would love to use like pulse rifles and other weapons in PvE, but if you buff them too much or give them a certain intrinsic perk in PvP, they're broken. And people love using the cheese in the Crucible, so whatever's broken they use. Posted a few different questions, but I've been passed over. Croco, I answered 3 of your questions. How do you think things like Fatebringer will affect either Bungie's or the community's opinion, including sunsetting? You asked that question twice, but yeah, when Fatebringer comes back, people will be able to understand. Wipe standing up or sitting down from the back, or lift the balls. Sometimes you got to stand up or sit down depending on what your situation is, but that's all I got to say about that comment right there. If I may ask, have you gotten invested in crypto or stocks? I have stocks. I'm not in the Doge coin right now or nothing like that, but I have some Tesla. I have some other like Harley Davidson and other shit. I don't really mess with stocks. I've watched a lot of my friends lose a lot of money.
Why are you so buff?
Am I so buff? It's the camera. Douchebag mode. I pay for it. $24.99 to look like an idiot every day on camera. Get that swole going. This is all fake. It's all fake. But yeah, cryptocurrency, like if I had a fucking crypto mining rig, I'd maybe get into it. I would definitely want to like do my own shit. I would want to farm my own Bitcoin. I've thought about it. It's Doge, whatever, Dodge, whatever the fuck. I don't know the meme. Sorry. I've just been seeing it nothing on my Twitter feed. But yeah. My buddy hit me up 4 years ago and said, 4 or 5 years ago, and asked me to get into cryptocurrency, and he bought Bitcoin and I turned it down, and Yeah, I'm regretting that now because he invested a lot of money, and the money he's sitting on right now is sickening. Next question. How close have you been to being part of a world's first raid run, or did you not really worry about them? The closest I've been, of course, Ben Cog, you know the answer to this question, was Prestige Eater of Worlds. We were at phase 1 shooting the craniums at the cube, and I look over at chat and there's 2,000 people that come over to my chat and say, you're in first, you're zooming, you're beating the shit out of everybody, Giggs is behind you. And I was like, okay, cool. And we weren't really worried about it. And then we got to the boss, was getting ready to kill Argos. We were literally picking up Ark out of the fire pit because the cranium was ready, and we were going to shoot Argos to get the kill. Literally, the boss was under half. We had full ammo ready to go, and 2 of our fire team members got error coded. One of them was the person with the cranium in their hand. They took the cranium with it. And yeah, we wiped and we didn't get the world's first. I ended the stream. I didn't even finish the raid. I was so pissed. I was fucking molding. But I always try and compete in them. It's just that people have to understand that I built my channel off helping people through raids. So it was very hard for me to find like world-class day 1 raiders that could stay alive and that would want to play that difficult. I've probably only got so many names off the top of my head that I can think of, 20, 30 names that would be capable of taking that stress. Also, some people don't want to play with streamers on day 1 raids because it's the pressure. They have a lot of people watching. I've always enjoyed it. I mean, shit, I almost finished 9th on Spire of Stars, and I had to pull 4 people from chat the day the raid launched. I lost 4 of my fire team members, and right when we were getting ready to launch the raid, I had 4 people join, and we almost got 9th. We literally had the boss one shot, and we wiped to final stand twice. You guys might know the name. It's Chevy. He joined my fire team, and we had the dub, and he blinked through the vape, and he was engulfed, and he didn't know. The good old, I always tease Chevy about this blink. It was funny. And we wiped. And then another time we got the final stand, and we all died to final stand. But it was a fun run. I think we got 34th. It was fun getting, finishing Niobe Labs first. It was fun finishing Prophecy Dungeon first. But if you're a raid report big PP, if you're a fucking raid report shitter, go check PC Leviathan World's first. Even though the raid was out for 2 years. Yep, Clyde finished first with his fire team. Yep, it counts. But I'm trying to skim through, and I got about another couple questions. I almost made them through them all. We had to go into more detail this week, so I didn't get to answer as many questions as I wanted to. We're already hitting the 2-hour mark. How many hours do you have in Destiny 2? Like in Steam hours? Just in Steam hours? I don't know. $3,598.9. That's just on Steam. I think that's all my hours, and then I have, BattleNet and PlayStation and Xbox. Way too much. Story time after Tower Talk. Oh yeah, let's get to that, and then we're done. If I didn't get to your question, I'm sorry. I literally missed like 10 questions. How much girth do you get when you sub? That's 2 inches. Anything I can do to prep for the upcoming season, I'll be talking about that more near the stream. What is your thoughts on the Deepstone Crypt as a whole? I think it's a great raid. Just it's too easy because of the shit mechanics of the enemies. I think they're broken. So yeah, if I didn't get to your final questions, I'm sorry. But yeah, story time. I told you guys I would tell a story at the end. Kratos Rising. His name is Kratoshi on Twitch now. I met him at Guardian Con, and we were big chilling, and all of a sudden I went to a bar and saw him there, and I know he just went through a breakup. He was looking for a wingman. He was looking for a wingman because he just went through a breakup. I remember him saying on Twitter that he had a bad night. So I just went up to him and said, hey man, you want to have a couple drinks? And he's like, sure. Two girls walked in. I don't know, they were dressed different, you know, they were dressed, you know, in like business clothes. I just thought they were good looking. So I was like, hey man, we're gonna go talk to him. And he's like, right now? I'm like, yeah, we're going right now. Walking up, boom. Walked up to him, said, hey girls, you know, are we allowed to sit down and have a drink with you? We're just looking to talk. And they're like, sure. Had drinks, chit chat, boom bam. Went outside. You know, it was nice out, so we were talking. Come back in. I was getting bored. I was getting fucking bored. I started getting a little drunk, and I get real crystal clear. You know, I got balls, man. So I just whatever I think, I say. I literally looked at this girl. I was like, look, if we don't start making out, I'm walking away. I'm like, this is boring. She's like, what the fuck did you just say? I'm like, look, I think you're good looking, but I don't want to sit here and waste my time and talk to you all night. If we don't start making out, I'm about to just leave. So we started kissing right in the bar, and James Work thought it'd be funny because all my friends were there because it was Guardian Con. James Work thought it'd be fun to start chanting Clyde. And when I say the whole fucking bar was saying Clyde, 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 the whole fucking bar started saying it. And I'm like kissing her still, and like I stop and I start laughing, and she's like, this is the most awkward thing ever. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm like, oops. She walks out the bar, and I'm looking at him like, motherfucking cock blocking motherfuckers. Like, fuck you guys. So I go outside, make sure everything's all right. She's like, that was just weird. So she comes walking back in. When she comes walking back in, the whole bar's like, hey, starts clapping. I'm like, bro, you guys got to stop this shit. So Kratos is putting in work too. He's, you know, he's slow talking it. Obviously he needed some, you know, he needed a push because he was like, you know, he felt weird talking to another girl again. So I go outside. There was a cigar shop, so I like smoking a good cigar when I'm drinking sometimes. So there's a cigar shop right next door, so I go outside and was smoking a cigar. And I looked at her friend. I'm like, look, you're not going to interrupt what's going on between us tonight, so you're going to go on with him, and I'm taking her in an Uber, and we're going back to her house. And her friend's just like, okay. Because her friend was trying to like come over and like try and pull the swoop, and I'm like, look, none of this cock block shit. You're not coming over here and trying that like, oh, we're friends and we gotta go. Ain't happening, chief. I seen that coming. So I look at him, I'm like, yo, get her ass in a car, go do what you gotta do, go to another bar, go to her house. I don't care. I'm good. I'm going. And the girl I was with just looking at me like, okay, I'm gonna do whatever you say. And I'm like, cool. So we get out of the Uber, get to her house. Nice house. It was like a duplex. We go up, we like walk to the side of the house, go up the stairs, go inside, close the door. She's like, hey, this is my crib, yada yada yada. Here's a beer. Fucking someone's pounding at the door, and I'm like, you gonna get that? And she's like, go hide in the room. I'm like, what the fuck you mean hide in the room? She's like, go hide in the room. I'm like, oh no, I'm about to whoop someone's ass. I'm like, I run in the room, and I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, all right, just hit him and run. Don't get in trouble. You're not in home. You're out of state. You're down here for destiny. Like, you can't get in trouble. Just give him one and dip. So I start looking outside the bedroom, and I'm watching her, the door, and she's like going like this, like, oh my god. And I'm like, oh no, it's real. Something's about to happen. And the fucking lock turned, and she turns it back. I'm like, they got a key? What am I doing here? I'm getting on my phone. I'm about to text my friends, my mods, like people that I'm at Guardian Con with. I'm like, yo, 911, help. The door opens. She's like, oh, it's my roommate. I'm like, what the fuck? It's your roommate? Why couldn't you lead with that? I'm like, oh my god, I thought I was about to kill someone. I was ready. I was literally standing in the room like, you know, ready to go. And she's like, oh, it's just my roommate. And I'm like, whoa, look through the fucking peephole and tell me who it is. Hide in the room. So I ask her, like, what do you mean hide in the room? She's like, well, my ex likes to stalk me. I'm like, your ex would have got knocked the fuck out. I would have ran through his bitch ass. She's like, oh, whatever. Let's just worry about us. I'm like, okay, whatever. I need alcohol. I'm literally sober now. What's the deal? Why am I here? So yeah. Push come to shove, clap cheeks, and walked into the hotel at 7 in the morning with a smile on my face because breakfast was there. I met everybody else and they said I smelled like a fucking brewery from a hangover, and GG. I hit up Kratos in the morning and said, how was your night? And he said, clap cheeks. And that's how you meet a wingman. Yep. That's the story. That's what, you know, that's what happened. And I literally got teased about the whole bar scene the whole fucking weekend. There you go. Story time. And that's the end of episode 3. Come back next week for episode 4 of Tower Talk. There's the bonk.